Today we're going to talk about ballpark estimates. You may remember from doing them in past units. We use ballpark estimates all the time, including when you're out shopping. What ballpark estimates are is taking two numbers that you need to add together and putting them to numbers that are easier to add or to get a close enough answer. So you're not finding the exact answer to the problem, but you are finding a close enough one. An example of using ballpark estimates, for instance, is when you're out shopping. Let's say you got a $50 gift card to Toys R Us, and you go to the store and you find a game you really like and a soccer ball that you really want. Now, adding 18 plus 17 in your head is a lot tougher. So what we would do is we would think 18 is almost 20 and 17 is almost 20, and I can add 20 plus 20 pretty quickly and get 40, knowing that 40 is under 50, so I could buy these two items with my gift card. So sometimes the part that most students struggle with in ballpark estimates is knowing what number to round their answer to. So for instance, let's say I am going to try to figure out what to bring 48 to. 48, if I find it on the number grid, is right here. Now I need to think, is 48 closer to the number 40 or is it closer to the number 50? So I am finding it between my two tens. As you can see, if I were to do hop, it's 2 hops to 50, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 40. So that lets me know that 48 is closest to 50. So I would put that one to 50. Now if I were to do it for the 7, here's 7 on my number grid. Is it closest to 0, which you don't see here, so here's my 0, or is it closest to the number 10? If I do hops, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hops to 0, and 1, 2, 3 hops to 10, letting me know that 7 is closer to the number 10. So I would round 7 to 10. So here's my ballpark estimate problem. 50 plus 10 equals 60. Now, that's not my exact answer, but it's my close enough. It's my ballpark estimate. Let's try finding a ballpark estimate again. So our problem is 32 plus 21. So I'm going to go to my number grid or think in my head, what two numbers counting by tens does my 32 fall between? So 32 is right here. It is 2 hops to 30, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hops to 40. So 32 would round to 30 because that's the one it's closest to. Now I'm going to do the same for 21. Here's 21 on my number grid. It is 1 hop to 20, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hops to 30. So right away I know that it's closest to the 20. So my ballpark estimate is 30 plus 20 equals, I think in my head 3 plus 2 is 5. Need to add that 0. So 30 plus 20 equals 50. That's my ballpark estimate for the problem 32 plus 21. Okay, this time I want you to try doing the ballpark estimate. Take your whiteboard that you have with you and try to find the ballpark estimate for the problem 42 plus 27. Remember, you can use this numbers chart, this hundreds chart right here on the screen to help you figure out what numbers 42 and 27 will round to. Remember, it will round to one of the numbers here when we count by 10. So think what two numbers it's between and then see what it's closest to. I'll give you a moment here to try. Okay, have you figured it out? 42, let's see. is right here on my numbers chart. I can see that it's 2 hops to 40 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hops to 50. So 42 will round to 40 because it's closest to that number. 27 is right here. I see that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hops back to 20 and 1, 2, 3 hops to 30. So it's closest to the 30. So it would be 40 plus 30. Do you have that? Then for the answer, I'm going to think 40 plus 30. So I'm going to add 4 plus 3, and I know that's 7, and then add that 1 0 back. So 40 plus 30 equals 70. How'd you do? Okay, for part of the work in this lesson, after you have found the ballpark estimate for the problem, they are going to ask you to solve the problem for real and get the real answer. And the strategy I want you to practice is the partial sums addition strategy. And I'm going to show you how that works here. We've worked on it before, but it's always good to have a little bit of a refresher also. So as you can see, the problem that we're working with is 32 plus 27. And I've already done the ballpark estimate. I knew that 32 was closest to 30, as well as 27 is closest to 30, so 30 plus 30 equals 60. So that's my ballpark estimate. What this does help me with is that I know now that my real answer needs to be close to 60. If it's not, if my ballpark estimate answer and my real answer are really far apart from one another, one of them is wrong. So that's a clue for me. So if I'm going to solve this for real using the partial sums strategy, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look first at my 10 spot in both my numbers. In the number 32, I have a 3 in the 10 spot, and that 3, because it's in the 10 spot, means 30. In the 27, I have a 2 in the 10 spot, and because it's in the 10 spot, I know that 2 is 20. So I'm going to do partial. I'm going to do part of the problem, so I'm going to do my 10. So 30 plus 20 equals, let's see, 3 plus 2 is 5, add the 0, so 30 plus 20 is 50. Now I need to do my 1 spot. So in 32 I have a 2, and because it's in the 1 spot, it just means 2. In 27 I have a 7 in the 1 spot, and that 7 again just means 7. So I think now 2 plus 7, I know 2 plus 7 is 9. Now I have two sums. I've broken my problem into two parts. I did the 10s and I did the 1s. Now I need to add my two sums together. So I need to add my 50, the sum from my 10 spot, and I need to add my 9, the sum from the 1. So I'm going to go down here and I'm going to write 50 plus 9, and I know 50 plus 9 equals 59. So my answer to 32 plus 27 is 59. Now I can look and I see that 59 and 60, my ballpark estimate, answer are very close to one another. So I know I've most likely gotten it correct. Okay, let's try doing all of this. Let's try defining the ballpark estimate first, and then solving to find the actual answer using the partial sums addition strategy. So starting with my ballpark estimate, I am thinking 63 plus 36, and I need to find the ballpark estimate. So I'm looking at 63 on my number chart. 63, just looking, I can see that it is closest to 60. And then I'm going to look and find 36 up here, and I see that it's closest to 40. So 60 plus 40, 6 plus 4 is 10. Add that 0 back, so 60 plus 40 equals 100. That's my ballpark estimate. Now I'm going to do my partial sums to find my actual answer. So I'm going to start by finding the sum to the numbers in my tens place. The numbers in my tens place are the 6 in the 63 and the 3 in the 36. So that first 6 means 60 because it's in the 10 spot, and that 3 in 36 means 30. So 60 plus 30. 6 plus 3 is 9. Add the 0. 60 plus 30 equals 90. Then I'm moving to my one spot. So in 63, I have a 3 in my one spot, and in 36, I have a 6 in my one spot. So 3 plus 6, the numbers just stay the same since they are in the one spot. 3 plus 6 is 9. Now I need to add my two sums, my two answers together. So 90 plus 9 equals 99. So my actual answer to the problem is 99, which you can see is very close to 100. Okay, now I want you to practice. I want you to go to EduCreations on the iPad. The app looks like this one right here. And I want you to solve these three problems. 43 plus 17, 27 plus 3, 52 plus 27. I'd like you to try on EduCreations to show your work of finding the ballpark estimate, but then also solving the problem to get the actual answer. Make sure to save your work, then I can check it when it is sent to my file. After that, please go to your math page 132, which is the one we already did in class, and I'd like you to correct any of your mistakes. See if you can find where you made a mistake and correct it. Great work today, kids.